You can't eat it in one big gulp, says Hayden. Patience.
Chuck Long has not made many bad decisions on the day. I believe he made one there. He underthrew the receiver, tried to get it to Quinn early, number 1. There were open receivers up the field, and that's what Fry was telling his quarterback, and they have almost a father-son relationship.
So UCLA on Price's intercept starts at its 21. Stevens to throw. Ooh, dangerously close to going all the way. The sideline saved Iowa as the catch made by Mike Sherrard, and the sidelines ended the play. He had nothing but green grass ahead.
Look at two things. First, the closeness to that ball, and then Sherrard's ability to get that right foot down just tightly inside the line. Almost a ballet step.
He learned that footwork from his mother, Sherry, who was a U.S. Olympic team member back in 1964, a hurdler. First down, first ball. Look at the moves by this youngster. 50, out of bounds at the 44, and you're looking at the potential most valuable player in this Rose Bowl, freshman Eric Ball.
Well, I don't think you have to say potential the way he's got things going for him. He is just racking this defense for the Iowa Hawkeyes. And look how quickly he spots the opening there, explodes to the outside. Homer Smith, the offensive coordinator for this team, has just got to be so excited. He's up here calling those plays, and when they work like that, they make him look pretty darn good.
First down, ball again. Up the backs of his blockers on a good play made by Jeff Drost and Jay Norvell, 45, coming up from the secondary.
We mentioned how Terry Donahue utilizes his players. A lot of players in and out of the game. One of the reasons he does that, he wants his players to be fresh in that fourth quarter. We'll look and see what this does to the fourth quarter. And obviously, Iowa's philosophy not to employ as many players on the field. There is a possibility that they may be wearing down a little bit late in the ball game.
Second down and 8. Stevens looked like his arm was hit, and he one-hopped the throw to Mike Sherrard. You know, Hayden Fry, Merlin, must be wondering about coming out here to the Rose Bowl and the freshmen. Remember 4 years ago when Iowa lost to Washington 28-0, it was a Washington freshman runner, Jacques Robinson, who gained 142 yards, was the star for the Huskies. Today, another freshman, Eric Ball.
Well, even to look at the other side of this story, the story of the quarterback, Matt Stevens. Last year, another unlikely hero, Tim Green, was the hero of that ball game for SC.
31-17, late in the third quarter, UCLA leading Iowa. Stevens, as he was hit, short hops that one, incomplete. Trying to dump it off to James Primus, sophomore running back. So the Hawkeye defense stiffens, and apparently they'll get it back on the punt. Ted Henderson, senior from Albuquerque, New Mexico, comes in to punt for UCLA. At the Fiesta Bowl last year, he climbed a mountain near the hotel in Scottsdale, Arizona at the Fiesta Bowl, and they had to get a police helicopter up there to rescue him. He said, but he shouldn't have been fined for being out late. He was on the premises of the hotel. And he kicked it into the end zone. Touchback, Iowa. Well, we're enjoying the action and the opportunity to bring it to you around the United States, but it doesn't stop there. Canadian television carrying it live. Tokyo and Japan live coverage. American Forces Radio, Italian television is live, and you see all the other countries. Suomalainen's watching there in Helsinki, in fact. Korea, 1988, John Lee. Well, we should take him with us with our Olympic crew. I wouldn't mind having him as a sidekick and an interpreter. Switzerland, Turkey, and of course, we salute and Happy New Year, all the men and women around the world representing the United States.
I wonder if he knows where to eat over there.
Oh, that's right. Do we have time? David Hudson plowing for 6 or 7. Ken Norton made the tackle.
Probably the players on the field who most appreciate this Rose Bowl and this experience are the seniors out there. A couple of reasons. This is the last game for most all of them in football. It's the one that they would like to finish properly. Right now, the UCLA seniors, and there aren't many of them, very excited about that. This heavily senior-dominated Iowa team right now doing some serious thinking about what they're going to remember about their football experience.
And Chuck Long and company hoping to do something about it, but Ronnie Harmon, another senior, has to eat it for a loss. And in fact, Long said the biggest reason why he did not go into the National Football League draft last year, why he stayed at Iowa, was that the Rose Bowl meant that much to him. He said he started his career in the Rose Bowl as a freshman, had a couple of carries, gained 11 yards. He said, I wanted to finish in the Rose Bowl, and I felt that we had the kind of offense, the kind of team that could win it. But right now, at the end of the third quarter, the final second stick away, Iowa needs 14 to tie. The score after 3, 31-17, UCLA. We'll be back after these messages from your local station.
I'm Alexander Black of Black's Magic, and I solve what some people call unsolvable crimes.
Is that all?
Well, I used to be a master magician, which doesn't hurt.
Is that all?
Well, the way I solve crimes makes Black's Magic most unusual.
Is that all?
I couldn't do it without my dad here, the shrewdest con man you've ever met.
That's all.
Dad used to say, when you want things done right, do it yourself. So whether I'm planning an afternoon or a lifetime, it's easier with Dad's advice, like retirement. With an American Federal IRA, I do it myself. I put my retirement money into investments that can really pay off. Stocks, bonds, certificates. I choose what's right for me. Dad also said, put your money on a sure thing. I did. American Federal.
Back in 1961, when Bob Brown introduced the new Chevrolet line, life was a little slower. Cars a little bigger. But some things haven't changed. Chevrolet was the #1 selling car in America. It still is. Bob Brown Chevrolet was soon to become the #1 dealer in Iowa. We still are. Join us as we introduce the new Chevrolets for the 25th time at Bob Brown Chevrolet Isuzu.
Like a high-performance racing machine, every part of an athlete's body must be in top condition to triumph. And if just one part breaks down, you're out of the race. But now an athlete has a place to go to get back into competition. Quickly, safely, scientifically. Iowa Methodist's new Sports Medicine Center. We offer recreational and competitive athletes conditioning and strengthening programs to maximize performance and prevent further injury. Sports Medicine Center. We'll keep you in the race.
Susie Robinette leading the way on News Center 13.
The basso profundo approach to Happy New Year.
Well, so far, this opening day of the new year has been a very good one for UCLA.
UCLA, and it mirrors the way the Rose Bowl has gone. They lost their first 5. Now they're trying to win 5 in a row. Big Ten dominating early, and the Big Ten can't seem to buy a win here of late. Long looking for the big play. He's got it to Happel at the 44-yard line, and a first down. Craig Rutledge made the tackle, and Long a good throw while being hit.
Under pressure, knew he was going to take the shot. From the left side of your screen, you'll see the pressure arriving, and Long will not lose his concentration. That's Terry Toomey, but he gets the ball to one of his favorites, one of those sticky fingers, Happel, and he just nails that in his hand, takes the shot, he's got the first down.
Bill Happel Sr. caught a touchdown pass here in the 57 game from Kenny Plain, a great Hawkeye quarterback. Ooh. He was running out of room and time. They're going to call him for intentionally downing the ball in the grasp. Frank Batchkoff had him.
Costly penalty. Mark that, I think, all the way back from the spot of the foul.
That's where he would have gone down, says referee Tom Quinn. That's loss of down penalty. It's about as tough a call as you can get in the college game.
Here's one of the defensive coordinators. UCLA employs 2 defensive coordinators, Tom Hayes and Bob Field. Bob Field up in the press box. Tom Hayes down on the field. He's the one in the white sweater there who sends in the call. He handles the front 7, basically, and Bob Field handles the defensive backs. You'd think that Bob Field would be on the field instead of Tom Hayes. There you see the call going in.
Wait a minute, is this an Abbott and Costello?
No. There you see the calls. He's making the signals for the defense. They apparently are able to work very comfortably together, agreeing on what they want to do defensively, sending in the calls. We've mentioned that Bill Schneider, the offensive coordinator for the Seahawks, or the not Seahawks, the Hawkeyes. Get those Hawks in there somehow.
Well, a tough penalty from the spot where Long was going down. They marked off 5 yards plus loss of down, so he's facing 2nd and 31 and looking for help.
Hey, hot shot! Race it back to the start.
There's something about a Nissan 4x4 that makes turning it off just about the toughest thing you can do. And right now, it's even tougher to turn down. To celebrate its best truck sales year ever, Nissan is offering special factory incentives to dealers that can help save you hundreds of dollars on all this outrageous performance.
Who won? Who cares?
Make your best deal right now. The name is Nissan.
Who says you can't have it all? Who says you can't love your work? Earn the dream to pay.